Hello to the 4 friends who may actually watch this. I am doing yet another unboxing video because I got another box and who knows how long this is gonna go on. Maybe not much longer. I did get the new Causebox, which is very pretty, and unlike other good YouTube people, I did actually peek into what it is, and I know that everybody already knows what it is. They've already done all the spoilers. Everybody's anxiously awaiting what they want, and I just wanted to keep everything short so you didn't have to watch me actually unbox everything. So first thing, when you first open it up, and by the way, just in case you don't know all of this stuff, it's basically an annual subscription for $200, so then you wind up spending $50 a box, seasonal, or it's like $55 or something if you just do it each season instead of going ahead and biting the bullet and doing all of it. So I figured, just because I'd been watching some of the forums where people were, and a lot of people just resell or trade the things that they wind up not wanting, that it wouldn't be that big of a deal to get rid of the things that I don't necessarily want. So far I did actually post a couple of things and I hadn't unwrapped them at all because I thought that people would snap them up right away. That doesn't seem to be the case, so I might actually just unbox them and see what happens. First thing, you get this really cute little sticker that's on top of the tissue paper, and I actually carefully took the little lady off, and I think I'm gonna try to like keep the stickers somehow and maybe put them somewhere so that it's like the art postcard that you get. I know some people frame these art postcards. That's not something that I would necessarily do. We have, as you can see behind me, a bajillion pieces of art. In fact, we have more that are just framed and ready to get hung up. So not necessarily something I'm gonna do, especially if like I don't necessarily vibe with the art. They also give you this really sort of in-depth magazine. I kind of went through it. I thought that I was going to enjoy it a lot more, but some of it just gets a little tedious, honestly. And then I also felt like, as much as they are a sustainable company, there are a couple sort of not particularly useful pages. Like they have this little travel packing list page. They have a couple of pages that seem like filler, like this page where they just show you the terrazzo print, or there's even in the back, there's this page where it's just like a full spread of two girls looking like they're having fun. So I think they could be a little bit more minimalist in terms of that. There's also a coupon postcard and coupons on the back of the magazine, which is kind of nice to have. But moving forward, so most importantly is the weekend duffel bag, and there were 3 different colors. You could get this gray stripe, you could get a blue, or you could get a green. And the gray stripe is really the reason that I went ahead and signed up as an annual subscriber, because then you got to pick which color and it wasn't going to be a surprise. And I just knew that I really loved this gray stripe more than I would like the solid blue or the solid green, even though they were really pretty. So it is very, very nice. Oops, I dropped the handle. You just saw a bunch of the pictures that have to get hung up behind me. So it's got this nice long adjustable shoulder strap that I will definitely use. When I showed my husband what I got in the box in the magazine, he was like, when are you going to use a weekender? And I was like, when you take me away on a trip. It's actually kind of small for a weekender. It's not super small, but I think that if you were just kind of doing one night away or somewhere where you didn't have to pack a lot of heavy clothes, you could definitely do it. In the community online, there's definitely people who are proving that you can fit a whole weekend's worth, or a lot of people are using it kind of as a go bag. But honestly, it is actually pretty roomy when you get in there. It's got a nice zipper pocket here on the outside, which is good for just like those last minute things. I don't know if you can see that. And then on the inside, it also has a little zipper pocket, and that's where it actually says this bag is from Known Supply. Mine was made by someone named Shamim, and that's kind of cool to know who actually made it. It's got a really small little handle. This wouldn't really fit very much, but maybe like a battery or some of your charging cords or something that you didn't want floating around. This is my favorite thing. It feels really well made. It feels like it's also totally washable, so I know a lot of people were worried about this color, but I'm not super worried about it because it is washable. And this is one of my favorite things. It was also said to retail at like $108, which sometimes I think those prices are a little elevated, but if it makes you feel better about spending $55 or $50 on the box, there you go, you already got your value. I could see even in a surf shop or wherever that would be at least $50, so I do feel like I got my money's worth for that. Second thing I will show you is this Malin & Getz recovery oil. Now, I had originally kept it in its bubble wrap, and I took it out of the bubble wrap very, very neatly because I am hoping to resell this because I don't, as you can see, do a lot of skincare or makeup. So I am trying some serum from the Rachel Zoe Box of Style, so I didn't necessarily want to go all crazy and start using this as well and not know which one was actually working. It is very pretty. That's something that they said. They're like, even if you don't really use it, it looks really pretty in your bathroom and elevates your style, which I think I could find a different glass bottle for that. But it is very pretty. You can see it like kind of looks nice in the light. And this actually retails for 1 fluid ounce, retails for $82, which seems a little crazy to me, which is why I was hoping to resell it because a lot of people swear by it. They think it's fantastic. They love it. Again, it's just not for me. So I am hoping to resell it. I've seen people selling it in the community for like $15, $20. I was originally going to try to sell mine for like $35, which I still figure is way below half and including shipping. So, hey, if you're watching this and you want me to send you some recovery oil that normally retails for $82, it can be yours for just $30. The other thing that I'm not planning on keeping is this La Beauté Soie makeup brush set. Again, I don't use makeup, so even though I know I should use brushes instead of all the little stupid applicators that come with the eyeshadow set, I literally maybe put eyeshadow on 5 times a year, so I'm probably not ever gonna do that. It is very pretty. It's got a vegan case, and then it's got these pretty brushes with kind of a rose gold detail. The handle's kind of pearly, if you can see that. I don't think it's gonna actually focus, oh well, but you can also see my rose gold nails, so that's important. This only retails for like $24, so I've been trying to resell it for basically $10 plus $5 in shipping. So again, if you want any makeup brushes, please let me know. I'd be happy to send these to you. The next thing that I am going to keep, and this was a choice for all members, which is, actually it wasn't a choice for all members. It was a choice for annual subscribers. It's this Nichelle Lariat necklace. And you could pick in gold or silver, which of course that's really nice because everybody usually has a preference. And I love lariat necklaces. I'm always looking for one. I don't think that this one is necessarily that exciting just because the drop piece is just a rod, but you can't really see it here with my shirt, but maybe if I do that. So it's just kind of a thicker rod at the bottom, but it is really pretty. You can definitely do different things with it. Actually, a lot of people were saying it was super long, and I don't feel like it's really, really long, but it's definitely something that I'll use. This was the other thing that I was really happy to get, and it was, again, something that I was compelled to get the annual subscription for. The next thing that I will keep is this really pretty candle that is very, very well wrapped, and this is probably one of those things that I should have pre-unwrapped so that I didn't take up a ton of precious time on the video, but I knew I was going to keep it, so it's okay. I'm just throwing all the trash onto the ground, so now if I redo this video, which I probably won't, then it'll be so much faster. So it comes in a nice box. Everybody likes a nice candle. I did see some stuff online about the scent being a little overwhelming. It's a L'Allure white cactus scent. Mine looks like it melted a little bit because it is with coconut oil, which is not that big of a deal. It was actually sitting outside in the box for a couple of days before I got home, but it looks like with one burn, it'll probably be fine. It comes in this nice white, I think it's a glass container, and you could actually take the sticker off, I think, without too much problem. I I don't find the scent all that overwhelming, but I know some people are super sensitive to scent, but I think it's really nice. My husband loves candles, so we'll definitely use it. And this usually retails for a whopping $35, so it's one of those fancy candles. But it's something that people keep complaining about it not being very fall-ish, but I think fall in general means candles and coziness, so it doesn't have to smell like pumpkin spice for me to feel like it's getting me into the fall spirit. And then finally is this letterboard from Underwood Letterpress. Now, this is one thing that I sort of took issue to. It was the other thing that you got to choose as an annual subscriber. So again, annual subscribers got to choose the bag color, the necklace color, and then they had a choice between this felt letterboard, which in terms of the company, they actually make some beautiful things that are not letterboards. It's more like stationery and stuff, and I kind of wish we had gotten some of that as an option. But I don't have one of these letterboards. They're very, very trendy right now, and so I am excited to have one. Let me just pull all the little letters off. So it's this nice real felt letterboard. Feels nice. The wood is unfinished, pretty simple, the kind of look that you want. It's not very big, which I like because you can just lean it up on a shelf, but it does, which nobody has actually said, come with a little wall hanging mount, so that is helpful. And then it's got all of these letters and a couple like little emojis like stars and hearts, and then it comes with a nice little canvas bag so you don't lose all of your letters, which is kind of important, right? The thing I take issue with is that this letterboard is worth $30, which seems about right. You can probably find it a little bit cheaper at Target, but the other option that you chose between was a terrazzo travel wallet, and I'll see if I can find a picture of it. Now, it was by Glass Ladder. It was vegan leather, which again, I'm not super into vegan leather because sometimes I feel like it doesn't have to be leather, it doesn't have to be dead animal, but sometimes I don't like the quality. I think it still feels like plastic or vinyl. And I travel a lot, and so a travel wallet would be fantastic for me, but I really just didn't like the pattern at all. It was this supposedly terrazzo pattern, so it's supposed to look like little pieces of pottery put into ceramic. You see it in Italy, obviously, from the name. It's can be really pretty, but again, this sort of blush color and pattern was just not something that went with my aesthetic or something that I would really want to be carrying around. So it just seems a little unfair. At least it's kind of in the same category. It's kind of a lifestyle item. It's not like they had a beauty item or a home decor item, but $30 versus $108. That seems a little unfair, so I almost kind of felt like I felt stupid for choosing the letterboard, even though it was something that I liked better and thought would be more useful. I feel like not only should they have the choices be in similar categories, but they should be in similar price points as well. What do you think about that? Right? I think that seems kind of unfair because then even though necessarily the value isn't what you're going for, it kind of is also. So that is my Causebox for fall. Really love the weekend duffel bag. Really love the candle. I'm hoping that it kind of smooths out and I can wipe that greasy part off. Love the necklace too. So even these 3 items, this makes me happy for the $50 I paid. The letterboard is a nice bonus, even though I would have liked a plain colored travel wallet instead. And then finally, I've got those 2 other items, the La Beauté Soie makeup brushes, which are pretty, but I won't use, so I'm selling, and the Melanin Gets recovery oil, which is supposed to be fantastic, but again, I'm probably not going to use it, so I'm trying to resell it. If you want any or both of those items, please reach out to me. Otherwise, I will see you the next time I get brave enough to do one of these videos. Have a great day.